So you got to take me through what this process looks like. So what do you do if you want to run? So in Texas, it's all election, right? You got to run for office.
To be a criminal district judge or a county judge or even the DA, you do have to run. People have to vote you into office. And so when I decided to make a run for office. I talked to some of my close colleagues. You may know Jasmine Crockett.
Yeah. Well, listen, everybody's spinning. Yes. Do you know that this man used her words the other day when President Biden was speaking?
No.
Yes. A Caucasian male had the nerve to say spinning. No. I looked at the television and Mario, he was here with me. I said, that man just used Jasmine. She just said, you ought to be dizzy right now.
Yes.
So Jasmine.
Yes. She also started out at Thurgood Marshall.
Didn't she? And then she transferred to U of H?
Yes.
See, I knew that. Yes. I know Jasmine.
Yes.
I told them I know Jasmine.
Yes,
I'm like, I've been knowing Jasmine.
Absolutely do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm proud of that sister too.
Isn't she doing her thing?
Is she?
Proud of her.
The way Texas is supposed to do it.
Yes, I am extremely proud of her.
Yes. So tell me.
So, I talked to a couple of people. She was running for, I believe, the House of Representatives at the time.
Yep.
And so I just kind of got...
I've been watching her I've been knowing her. Knowing of Jasmine. Even talking back in, I remember when she was making the decision to go to U of H.
Yes. So we just had a conversation. She had been working on campaigns, and so I knew she knew way more than what I knew about working a campaign at the time. So I talked to her. I talked to a few more people, and I just, decided to run. You have to get out there. You have to, put yourself out there to the public. Let people know who you are and why you are running and why this position is important to you. So it's a lot of ripping and running and going around to different events, but it's great because you're meeting so many different people.
So do you have to get comfortable with public speaking? Is that...
You do. Mm-hmm. You do have to get comfortable with it, or at least you have to kind of just push yourself out there just to do it. Mm-hmm. Because as a prosecutor or as a criminal defense attorney, you do have to speak, right? Mm-hmm. You do have to present things to, a jury, but it's a little different when you are trying to sell yourself, so to speak, because people don't know anything about you, and you have to get to know people, and you have to let them in on who you are, what you stand for, and again, why you are running.
Okay.
Right.
What would you say? Give me a little campaign speech.
Well, it's kind of everything that we just talked about.
No. I know. I'm just teasing you.
I was going to give it to you.
I want it. Give it to me. Just give me 1 minute.
1 minute?
Yeah, what would I do? Yeah, like if I was going to go into a room and that was my first time, and what would you tell me what you would tell me to do?
What would I do? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I will introduce myself. Hi, I am Judge Riley. I am up for re-election. Just to let you know, we are doing great work in our courtroom. I now have an AIM court. AIM stands for Achieve, Inspire, and Motivate. I'm kind of getting off my script now because I'm telling you about AIM court.
Oh, I want to know about AIM.
I would include that in my in my speech, but it's honest, it's true. But AIM Court is a first-time offender court for youthful offenders, first-time offenders between the age of 17 and 24, nonviolent youth offenders. Oh. And so it's a program that I'm thankful to be a part of, that I get to preside over. I have a great staff, and these individuals, they come in and they are provided with several different resources from, trying to obtain your GED. We provide work resources available to them. They have to do certain things like community service, give back to the community, and a number of other different things. But at the end of this program, their case gets completely dismissed. So that's wonderful. One thing that I'm extremely proud of. We do really good work.
And then is it non-disclosed at that point, or expunged?
They can then on their own file a petition for non-disclosure to get that kind of sealed.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's amazing. I mean, because people, they make mistakes all the time.
Yes, they do.
And just a simple mistake or something, I don't think it should impact you forever. Just like I feel like, but you may feel different. I'm like, you do your time. I don't feel like you need to keep, you shouldn't have to keep going through that same thing. So a lot of the programs are things that like, that are unavailable to some of the felons. I'm just like, why? I mean, come on, these people have, they've did their time. Like, let them come on, which is why in the probate court, I'm so excited about on the executor level. When I go, I actually have my first convicted felon I have my first application in for a convicted felon applying to be the executor of his grandfather's estate. Okay. Well, because Texas changed that law and it kicked in, and for the first time in January, they can now apply if they're named in the will. And so I am like, he's named in the will. We'll see how it goes down with the court and what they think. But, he doesn't have a moral turpitude type of a crime. So there's no theft. If there's not a moral turpitude type of crime, which is theft or something, dishonesty, but just a drug offense. So it's like, okay, why should he not? That's who his grandfather left and wanted to be in control. So I'm loving that. Yes.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that. Hopefully it'll work out for your clients.
It will. It works out for my clients.
Melvin.
I'm like, it typically works out.
Right.
Thank you. And not because I'm no big bad. It's just because I prepare and I evaluate a case when it comes through my door, whether or not I believe it can move forward. And then it's up to the discretion of the judge following the rules of law.
That's what you call experience.
Yes. It's a good teacher. Yes. So thank you so much for that. I wanted to get back to that. So I know that it's a little bit much that I'm asking, but I just want to know if you could, like, did you have to get petitions? Like, did you have to go and get like signatures and all that stuff? Yes. And did you need to choose a party?
Yes, you do have to choose a party. I am a Democrat, diehard Democrat. And yes, you do have to get petitions signed. I can't remember the exact amount, but yes, when you go around and you're introducing yourself to individuals, you will go and you have them sign your petition. Okay. So you have to file your petitions with the party. There's an application that you also submit to the party.
No, I mean, because once a long time ago, and I'm in Collin County, I was in school and this group came and it was like Republican Women's or something, and they were like, oh, you would make a great, and my government instructor told these people about me, and they came and they wanted me to run for office, and I was like, but I mean, I was, I would have done about it. Oh, maybe one day. Okay. I literally, Judge Copeland just got off the bench and he's been on the probate court forever. Okay. And he and so that's coming up. I'm sure a bunch of folks are probably going to run for that. Well, I won't say all the things that I would like to say, but I am in Collin County, and then we've got Judge Everett, Judge Jan. They're repping Denton County. Absolutely, Judge Everett is one of my favorite, and just an amazing Christian man, and just an amazing attorney. And I've known him, and I've just been around so many. I have so much respect. I mean, there's really, I can't say that there's anyone that I dislike in this career.
If you ran one, I think you would be an excellent judge.
Oh, it would take, but I gotta sit still. That's another thing. You gotta sit down all day long and listen.
You have to sit down you have to listen. You sit. You don't, that's what the attorneys do as a judge. And I had to get used to it because I was used to the rip, but it's a grind when you have private practice. But you sit and you listen. Yeah.
I try to tell people our job as attorneys is to give the law and the facts so that the court can evaluate that. Right. Because I don't know, there's just like all these misconceptions out there about what we actually do,